Good morning. Out in Alaska today. Gonna do some agate hunting on Agate Beach. If you know, you know. Turn on this secret little road here. Not so secret if you live here. Stay on the road, Ryan. This is the beach that has the most rocks. A lot of these beaches here are just sand. And came at the perfect time, low tide, dry rocks. Easier to spot the agates. Got a few other hunters out today. Agate hunters, that is. Yep, I'm a hunter. Oil derrick over there. Oil rig, whatever you call it. Walk all the way down there and all the way down there. Start the timer here. Otherwise, did you really go for a walk? The bluff is gonna fall any minute. Mountain hidden over there in the clouds. I'm gonna see a peek of it there. Poking through, maybe not. Oh, I bet I can jump it. Made it. Nobody's been on this side. We're definitely finding agates. So this is not an agate, but I just want to show you guys common misconception. People find these guys, think it's an agate. This is called a sugar agate, and when it dries, it won't be agate-like. It'll be a little bit smokier color. I'm currently in Nikiski, Alaska. This is Cook Inlet over here. Named after Captain Cook, of course. You gotta be real careful on these Alaska beaches because there's this thing called mud flats when the tides go out. And if you get stuck in the mud flats, you are dead. They cannot save you. Well, it's pretty difficult to be saved. So you gotta know kind of what you're stepping on. So now that this is dry, you can see it's no longer shiny. The key is you got to go up in the dry rocks. If you're down in these wet rocks and you look down, you're going to think that you found agates everywhere. Then they go to dry off and you're left with something not as impressive. I think I found myself an agate here. Oh yeah. So the way you can tell it's an agate is because it's still shiny even when it's dry. And it's got all these pock marks in it. And that's actually a pretty good size agate. That's bigger than I almost ever find. The whole beach to myself. Found a second one. This one is more of a white color. Usually they're that amber color, kind of a mix. You can see the pock marks on it. So here's an agate finding secret I don't really share with anybody, so don't tell anybody about this. But what you do is you face the sun and you hunker down like you're stealth camping. And if you're around dry rocks, which these are a little bit wet, the only ones that are going to glisten and reflect off the sun are going to be the agates. One time I found 13 agates in about 10 minutes, and a lot of people will go their whole lives without finding 13 agates. So it does work. You're welcome. No way. I found another good sized agate. Look at that right there. Bam. Oh, incredible. Shiny when dry, pock marks, agate. Oh, maybe a bit of a geode inside there too. I'll have to clean that out. Killing it today. I seriously just found another big agate. Cannot even believe my luck today. Incredible. So you can see most of the people are down lower on the beach, and you can see the high tide line is right here. So really what you want to do is you want to be up here where the rocks are all dry. Way easier to find. Walk down the beach. By the time you come back, this will all be dry down here, and you can find all the agates they missed. Another great thing about Alaskan beaches is there's not a whole lot of litter. This is, in fact, the only piece of litter I found on the beach. And I usually try and pick up at least one piece of litter every time I go for a hike. I figure if every single person did that, then, you know, there'd be a lot less litter. So I was lucky to find a piece today. But I think I'm done agate hunting for the day. What are we at here? Maybe 1.8 miles, probably be at 2 by the time I get back to the truck, and found 4 good sized agates. Super happy with that. Time to go visit Grandma.